Hey guys, Jack the foster mom here. I've got one more update for you on the Grimes case. First of all, we were trying to figure out why Mason Grimes' attorney referred to Mason's wife, who had always been called Brooklyn, as Paige. Paige is her middle name, and so it sounds like that was another name she was referenced by. But her name is Brooklyn Grimes. Brooklyn, Paige, Posey, Grimes. Now that that's cleared up, it appears that Mason Grimes has been very vocal on social media. Earlier this year, he made a post to his wife, Brooklyn, praising her parenting. It appears the 18-month-old in question who has passed away, his name was Zeke. And so Mason went on social media earlier this year and said this about his wife, Brooklyn. He said, "You are the mother that every child deserves. You spent over 30 days combined in the hospital, emergency rooms, and doctor visits with Zeke. This is just 1% of the care she provided for him, with feeding tubes, sleepless nights, and urging doctors to do more." We all take our kids to emergency rooms and doctor visits. As far as sleepless nights and feeding tubes, I wonder if this was a medical foster care home or if they were keeping him as a traditional foster placement, even though he needed a medical foster home. If it was more than they were able to do, and he was losing weight and they weren't being able to stop it, they should have relinquished the placement so he could have been placed somewhere that he was getting proper care. To make it sound like his wife is some amazing person when what she's doing is taking her kid to the hospital seems like a lot. He said, "You are more than enough, Paige, Posey, Grimes," he continued, "and to think now an organization that did nothing for him, including never going to a doctor's appointment or emergency room visit, thinks they have the right to decide if we did enough." Well, yes. First of all, I don't know why you would expect them to go to the doctors or hospital for you if you have placement of the child. And second of all, yes, it's their job to determine if you did enough. DHR is full of incompetent, underqualified, evil, and lazy people. Sometimes, yeah. That are now trying to destroy the family you see in these pictures to cover up where they failed Zeke. This has been torment and torture on all of us. So clearly he feels like what led to Zeke's death was DHS or DFACS or DCF or however you want to call it in your area. He feels like they're to blame for Zeke's death. I would say that I am definitely concerned about their lack of oversight. They did not notice how much weight Zeke was losing and do something about it. But if these parents knew that Zeke was withering away and dying and weren't doing anything to stop it, if he went from September to November with no medical care when he lost 30 to 50% of his body weight, that is on the Grimes family right there. Mason Grimes also posted again this week, and he said, "God help us for what me and Paige are about to endure this week." Grimes posted on Facebook. "You would think others involved in this case would have eventually grown a conscience. Conscience. He said conscious, but I think he meant conscience. Come to our aid and scream from the rooftops, 'This is wrong!' But this is a sign of the times. Evil has penetrated every part of the system. Please pray for us. The truth will be revealed." Again, I'm not saying the system isn't evil at all, but I'm very concerned at his lack of accountability for the death of this child. There was a hearing on Friday scheduled. I haven't found anywhere where there are any updates to that. As soon as I hear more, I will let you guys know.